for joining me for another episode of Good Beer Live. As always, joined by Jake. How you doing, mate?
Oh no, wrong way.
Wrong way.
Yeah, I'm all good. Feeling good.
fresh as daisy.
Fresh as daisy. Not a few beers deep at all.
He's down there. Hi, Craig.
How you doing? Good.
How you doing?
Yeah, very good. Just kind of like, I'm kind of looking forward to this. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's been a while. We haven't Good Beer Lived it in a little while.
Yeah.
As Sam Cook said, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to know. Anyway, so we should get crack on. As mentioned on Instagram and stuff, we're going to be looking at a couple of beers from Tesco's and, well, supermarkets in general, but we'll see where the evening takes us. But we're going to get cracking on with the first one because I'm a bit parched. I had a beer for about an hour and a half. So,
What?
So cracking. Well, actually, that's a complete lie. I had one when I got home. So it's a can of the much revered Brewdog New England IPA, brewing collaboration with Cloudwater. So let's get this into a glass and we can start the chatting whilst we're I've got a beer in the on.
I quite like the artwork. It's sort of Brewdog back to their best, not just trying to do weird shit for the sake of it.
It's very similar.
Colours. I'm in a funny light.
It's very similar.
I mean, colour-wise.
Yeah, it's very. Christ, that looks dark. Is it the light?
I know. That's what I thought.
Christ, that
It's
looks.
really quite dark.
It looks fucking oxidised.
It does look massively oxidised to me.
Shit.
Oh.
I'm getting aromas.
Does mine look darker? I mean, I am in a kind of quite dark. I'm just going to turn the light around and see if it.
Yeah.
That's really dark.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you call that days for haze, couldn't you? Really?
So what colour-wise? What are you guys kind of getting? I mean, because I've got a bit of a. It's like
natural
a brown paper bag, mine.
That's what I'm getting. Well, let me get the wallpaper.
Well, on my camera, even Craig's looks dark on my camera.
Yeah, but that's it gets lighter. Look, like.
Yeah,
but no, I mean, in all honesty, it looks. It's not like Rob's.
No.
I'm just gonna have a quick look-see on the old. Oh yeah, mine is looking a lot darker than a lot of people's. On God, see, these are the times where I wish I was still on Twitter just to go fucking have a go at people.
You could do a Simon Martin, couldn't you?
That looks massive. I've not smelt it yet.
Because it's not even the colour, but it's the viscosity of yours. It looks. I mean, mine looks relatively clear compared to yours.
I'm getting aromas, and I'm nowhere near it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting, but
let's go for a sniff.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to.
Wow.
Yeah, mine's quite oxidized actually. What are your guys smelling?
The first thing that actually hit me is, and I don't know how old this can is, but it's got a big coppery note.
Mine is a little bit metallic.
Yeah,
I'm getting kind of big, juicy grapefruit, pineapple, bit of mango.
Yeah,
Gonna have to get a bit of get some good lighting for this. It's for the court case.
Yeah.
So this is live, people. This is where it all went wrong.
Is the court case going to be in London though, or in Scotland? Sorry.
No politics now, Craig. Come on.
No, I'm talking about beer here.
Yeah. Well. I mean, I initially got a massive coppery note.
Wow, I'm not getting coppery at all. I'm getting.
But I mean, I am also getting grapefruit.
Mine's got that real kind of like very coppery.
Wow. Right.
And slightly kind of menthol.
What's the best before date on your can? Mine's the 4th of March of 2020.
3rd of the 2nd.
Right.
Yeah, 4th of March as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Live
But
on live
that
on
was
YouTube.
that was only my initial thing. But I am getting grapefruit, a slight sort of menthol character to it as well.
I'm getting that on right at the very, it's below. I mean, it's more pineapple for me and grapefruit.
It's actually like when I breathe it in, it's actually quite. I'd say it's quite harsh, and I've never had this beer. It's the first time I've tried it.
I've not had the can before. I've had the original, and funnily enough, the V2. I've still got the bottle, so it's very similar to the new can.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
I can work this out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Down a bit, but yeah.
So the versus artwork.
It's the same. It's just without the pinky bits, I guess, sort of thing. But I mean, this was the best before the 14th of August of 2017 bowl. So earlier in 2017, this bowl. I can't find. I've got the first one somewhere, but I don't know where the hell it is. But it's here somewhere. But
yeah. I mean, for me, it's like harsh. For me, the aroma is actually quite harsh. It's not but
it's not kind of green hop.
No,
it's not. It's not kind of that harshness. It's for me, it smells a bit like bubble gum and kind of toilet cleaner.
Nice.
And brown paper bags as well. It's got that kind of. It's bubble gum and cardboard actually.
It doesn't.
Brown cardboard.
It smells sick.
It's fucking terrible. Wow. It's on the Instagram already. Let's see if Brewdog just completely fucking ignore it. Hey, probably will.
Should we go for a taste?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
Yeah. I had such high hopes. I had high hopes.
I did as well. I really did because I did enjoy the bottle. Well, it tastes like kind of that's fucking horrible. That's absolutely disgraceful.
This is all right, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, I don't know if it because mine and Craig sound like we had a similar batch in terms of the best before, but for me it's like made my tongue slick.
Yeah, it's a bit oily. There's a hop oil kind of thing going on with it. It's not unpleasant. It's all right. It's okay. It's not as good as what other versions, I'd say, but it's not.
Parma violets a little bit for me. Parma violets and brown paper.
I think they're Brad Pitt, Parma violets and Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
There's a little bit of on the back end, a little bit of that astringency, hop astringency, I think.
There isn't an astringency to it. I'm really gutted because I've heard some good things about this beer.
Yeah, me too. I've seen lots of very positive reviews.
I just don't know if it's a bit of a shelf turd sort of thing.
That's the one that sells though. Every time I've been into the extra, it's either not there or there's literally one or two left.
Yeah, I mean when I went in yesterday, the shelf was full.
All right.
Absolutely. I don't know if that means they're restocked or none sold or.
Well, I mean, people have probably tried it already. So, I mean, that first week or 2 weeks I didn't even bother, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let all the hype madness die down. And I'm not going to rush out. I mean, although I did rush out to Waitrose the other day, but
yeah.
See, for me, that proves a point. It's free. It's £3, but that's completely wasted money for me.
Yeah, for me as well.
Yeah, it's fucking disgraceful.
And I always try to find the good in a beer, but for me that's just not a good beer. It's just.
I mean, this one's okay. I mean, I don't know if we're getting the same kind of tasting notes, Jake, but
no.
I mean, this is all right. It's not going to be up there with like I don't know, Verdant or whatever, or Day or anything. Don't expect it to be, you know.
No.
But this is for free for this can for £3. It's quite nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not.
I don't know if me and Rob just got unlucky here.
I don't. Yeah.
Because
Brewdog has got a real kind of like high level of kind of quality control.
Yeah.
So what's this all about? You mean I've been in the lab?
Yeah, I mean, I cracked the can, I poured it, I was getting aromas already. So that tells you where I am with this can. So
it's just for me the flavour is so dead. It's just absolutely it's like sawdust for me.
Wow, yeah, I'm not getting. It's not
sawdust. That's a really good one actually. Yeah. Because it's dry as a bone as well. You feel it in your teeth.
That's a weird one. I almost want to get another can. I want to get another can of it and give it another.
I've got another can.
I'm not paying for another one, and that's for sure.
I brought two. I've got that one downstairs, but we'll see how that one goes. But
yeah,
I will do a review of it. But I think you can get different batch. I mean, obviously you've got a slightly older can as well, so it's obviously a different batch. But even still, that's no excuse.
Yeah, I mean, the can I had I always give it a good squeeze, and it felt tight. It wasn't like it was a really not loose can or anything.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Odd.
No.
It definitely for me it smacks of a beer that's off compared to a beer that's compared to how it should be. I feel like it's probably supposed to be better than this. I mean, and judge by everyone's like other people's reviews and other people's and that stuff. I don't know if just me me and Rob got a duff.
Another thing is the ABV on the V2 was 8.5 and we're getting in the can at 6.8. Just throw that in there.
Yeah, no, I don't know if that really makes any difference. I mean, there's been some packaging issues. That's essentially what's happened.
No, but I mean price point. That's what comes into play. I guess.
2 levels of undissolved oxygen. Is that right? That's as soon as I saw your beer, I thought, well, is it your light? It can't be your light. It just fucking like brown ale. In fact, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the colour of my face. Look at the colour of that.
Yeah.
Brown.
It's like one of those things where there's almost no, for me, there's no redeeming features. And I don't think this is how Brewdog or Cloudwater intended it. No. It's one of those things, if I sat down and tried to review this beer, I probably wouldn't do the review. I'd probably get another can to see what happened.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually okay. I mean,
Have you had a can before, Craig, or is this the first time you trying it?
I've got another one downstairs, so we'll see how that one goes. But
it looks like you've got a nice batch.
Well, I mean, it's slightly oniony, garlicky, got that sort of thing going on with this can. There is a little bit of hop astringency at the back end. Just kind of builds up a little bit, but it's quite. I mean, I'll be pissed if I had that can, but. I mean, for £3, if you're going to get this every time for £3, great, happy days. But you just never know, do you? It's kind of like it's like a lottery, I guess. We were kind of talking about it during the week. Certain beers have been hit and miss, like the Vocation one was the hang loose thing that we're going to go to in a minute. I mean, I had a can; it was all right, but it didn't do nothing for me. This for me is what I've had to this can is miles better than the Hazy Jane can I had. The Hazy Jane was shit. And I've still got,
the Hazy Jane I had was terrible as well.
Yeah, I mean I've still got to post that review, so I'm still going to post it. I'm not going to get another can, fuck it. But yeah, but I mean, but I just think there's lots of variations in quality.
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't be. I mean,
they shouldn't be.
For Brewdog at all. There's no excuse for that at all.
But just going by what everyone's saying about things and their reactions and stuff, and
and I mean, when you say like £3, like £3's actually quite a lot of money for just one beer, isn't it?
I mean,
from a supermarket.
For us, it's great, but for other people getting into it, yeah, fucking hell, £3 for a can.
Yeah.
You know,
And someone might go sort of like, "Oh, is that what craft beer
£3
is that what craft beer's about?" Like,
no, it's not. That's the problem. You hope they get great cans and they enjoy it. And they go on. So,
to be honest, I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect what I've got.
I didn't.
You know what I mean?
I didn't expect you guys to have that either.
Yeah.
I was expecting what I've got, unfortunately. So, but
Yes.
it is what it is, I guess.
Well, let's have a look at what people have been saying on the old
There we
Untapped.
Go. Excuse me. Oh, nice.
So what we got on there? So overall rating for it, 4.11. Come on now.
Yeah, we've got some duffers.
Bloody sure.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that kind of confirms it's bang straight away. But then is it this batch? Is it the V2? Is it was it?
Well, these are all recent reviews, so they're all kind of like 40 minutes ago. Look at colour of what these guys have got here.
Yeah.
Mine's certainly not that colour.
That looks even like
It's a Tesco Extra. Very impressive. Tropical fruit and ruddy taste. We haven't got a picture on that one, but so yeah, you can get a little bit of colour on that. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like me because mine's not like that at all. Mine's almost.
That's what I'm getting.
Mine's almost dead. You like? Well, look at the colour between Craig's.
But then that's the lighting. I mean, look at that photo. There was a light from above on that one, so it looks darker below. So you can't really. Lighting has got a lot to do with it, but
purchased at Lidl.
Lidl.
I'm not sure about
that. I don't fucking think so.
I don't think
you drank it at Lidl, maybe.
Francis G. I don't think you bought it at Lidl.
No fucking way, man.
Yeah, I mean everybody's going.
That's a typo.
Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Oh look, McKellar glasses. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's just glasses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
anybody on
glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, how many ratings has this thing got? 8,000. Just over 8,000. Okay.
What's that? No, that's my mate Dave saying, yeah, you give it a 4. And Si give it 4.5, which is a couple of days, a week or so ago. I don't know who Lloyd is. Yeah. There was the Steve thing. Oh, see, Steve only gave it 3.5, but he don't like New England IPA. But there you go. And that's when I was actually going to meet Ross in London to watch some Japanese wrestling, and he gave it a 4. There you go. Then there's the chicken. So, I think categorically, fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I think me and Rob got a duffer. Yeah, which isn't great.
All right, I've seen him on Instagram.
You two have got a Simon Martin can.
Yeah.
Did he get a bad can? He didn't get a bad can. He was loving it.
No, I'm talking about previous.
Previous brew dog shit. Yeah, it's a tad disappointing because I just want, like we said, I just wasn't expecting it. It was just sort of like, I keep going back for a sip and it's just nothing. It's just
not going back for a sip.
I paid £3.5p for this can, so maybe.
Oh, what you brought You brought a bag just for that one can.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting it in my fucking pocket.
300 pence more than it was worth.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to get a few comments.
So,
Mr. Code says, looks like it's oxidized. Looks like oxidized love and hate. Yeah, because it's fucking oxidized. Scott from Wonder Beer Wonder says, is Craig pissed yet? And they're like, no, if anybody's pissed, it's Jake. He's doing it all right. We'll talk about that. And then Alex Jackson says, none of this sounds good, to be honest. This is bubblegum and brown paper emoji with a face on it. And then like a female, like a male kind of icon. I don't know what he's with that. Then we've got Is Kilcorn 1. It says, must have a bad can there, Rob. This gets rave reviews. Great beer. And then Thomas McCarthy says, don't drink it. I'm with you. Then Mr. Code says, the can was nice. Getting some Octopod tomorrow. It's just Love and Hay. If it was a good can, it's really nice, but it's just so hit and miss. Exactly. And A. Nolan 0 says, getting these beers in supermarkets is to try and cater to people maybe looking to try craft, or these two to fuck it up is no excuse.
No,
I agree with that.
it's a shame.
All About View says, had a can a few weeks ago. It was decent. Not mine. Mine didn't look like Rob's. Yeah, good. Apparently, there's a lot of bad cans of Magic Rock Vocation as well. Hey!
Boom!
Hey, boom, boom.
We could do the double.
Friday night, I'm in a long week at work.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
You want
So
a nice
shall we?
beer?
We've been talking about that, haven't we? So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then we showed just a few more. The Keymaker 1988. Apparently there's that is just said then. Sam Smalley says hi from Australia. Right.
Oh well, cool.
And then Richard
Crikey.
Payne says, can I add wasn't oxidized, but it was very winging. Like it.
Yeah.
And Alex Jackson says, wondering where all these variations come from. Surely it can't be Brewdog and the QC. Yes, I completely agree. Yeah, I don't get it.
Does it get to a certain point where you're delivering them to every Tesco's in the country and QC is just difficult?
Don't know.
The problem is a packaging problem. It's not a storage problem.
Yeah. Well, it's in a can, so I mean, straight away that leads
Undissolved
to
oxygen.
yeah. But then
Right, let's see if this is any fucking better.
What are they producing though? I mean, what's the volumes they're producing?
I presume quite a lot. Actually, I was talking to John who's one of the owners of North Brewing this evening about them supplying them. They're brewing like monthly to supply to Tesco's for Lost Cosmonauts. He says, and so I was saying, I thought it'd like take up a big chunk of your capacity, and you were like, no, not really. He says, but they only supply to 100 stores.
We don't see it down here. We don't see
really
North stuff down here.
I mean, Dean sent me one, so I mean,
it took me to go to Stoke to get one.
Fucking Stoke. I mean, yeah. I mean, apparently, I've found out that they've started since I've got the can from good friend Dean. They're starting to sporadically stock in Canterbury, and apparently they've got it in Dover, but that's the closest to me.
A long way to go, isn't it? For a kind of
I ain't going. I mean, it cost me like 15 quid to go and get a can of £3 beer. It's not worth it.
I've got the hiccups really bad.
Why? Is that
Because I'm fucking hammered.
That is.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to mute.
I'm
gonna probably mute my.
Oh, it's Alan. I thought it was you. I thought, fuck me, that's an old photo.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't recognise it from the picture.
Yeah, no, it's
his fucking beard.
He looks young. Sorry.
I was thinking it's like A. Nolan. Like,
it comes over from we know it. How you doing, brother?
All right, Al. So we just had a couple of more comments. Keymaker 1988 says, I haven't had any problems with so far from Tesco stuff, just donut shite stout. Got the new Waitrose stuff early today. And this also says, anywhere but Stoke, Rob. Come to Liverpool. Got loads of North, especially transmission. M&S. Yeah, well, my train stay. I'm in Leeds most work days, and I can be at North's tap room in 5 minutes. This evening, so it's not a problem. Just they don't sell Lost Cosmonauts.
What a chore!
I had a kind of their root beer, Route beer, and that was So let's get. I've not had a beer yet, so
we don't get transmission in M&S down here, which is a real pain in the arse. Or especially, well, my local one. If I'm in Canterbury, I'm going round the bar. So let's get another beer for the lad.
Oh God,
yeah, I'm spitting feathers.
Yeah,
I hope this is good because I'm hiccuping like a fucking I don't know.
So we've got
like a hiccuper.
I have a T-shirt like this can.
So Vocation Magic Rocks Hang Loose Epic West Coast IPA. I always find it disappointing when a brewery chooses to put words like epic on the can. Test tempting fate a little bit there.
Jake, you're going to be hanging after this.
Colours better. It's a step in the right direction.
I'm hanging now.
Appearance.
I've got a good aroma from this already.
I'm not there yet.
Colour-wise, relatively bright. I mean, it's not all that hazy. It's light haze. Colour-wise, like a lemony yellow.
Have you guys had this one before, yeah, or not?
I've had nothing from the new Tesco stuff. This is the first I've tried from it.
Oh, yeah, I've had this one before. We're so, I mean, we'll see what you think, but hopefully you've got a good can.
Yeah.
just the colour side by side.
Oh God, that BrewDog one looks like absolute. It's like diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Right. So aroma.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells lovely.
Yours looks more hazy. Yours looks really hazy.
Mine's pretty bright, actually. There's not much kind of haze to mine.
No, mine's pin bright. It's just more lighting.
Oh, it's just the light then.
Pin bright. It's got a slight haze.
I mean, mine you can see. Obviously, you can see it. It's like you can see the other side of the glass. So for clarity,
I like that. It's got a little bit of a malt backbone to it,
as you expect, though, being the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pineapple, tin pineapple to me.
Yeah, I do enjoy the aroma of a bit of malt in a IPA. I kind of like.
It's got that pineapple upside down cake. That's stole that from Ollie.
Yeah.
I think we did chat.
Yeah.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah, it's that
kind of like,
that crystallization of sugar is what that is. So.
That kind of like that vanilla cake.
It's like I'm getting like a moist kind of pineapple sponge cake.
Oh yes. Hey Craig, keep going.
Moist. Very, very moist.
I will get back to some of the other comments, but I just wanted to interject.
Moist.
That Al says Jake sounds like Eddie Hitler.
Do I? I'd say that's a compliment.
All About the View says Jake needs a nap.
I do. Afterwards. Oh, fuck me.
Get a nap.
It's like me the other week on the live chat, which Harry's live chat. When I were on the sofa. I was pretty pissed that night.
Yeah.
I felt rough for a couple of days.
Oh yeah, you was rough that night. Yeah, you was all right.
I was late.
You started all right, and then like second day, fucking hammered. But then you were out, so it can. I think Jake. This happened to Jake. It's happened already, but yeah.
Well, Alan said about Eddie Hitler. It's this week is like 20 years or something since Bottom came out.
Oh right, okay.
And I know I was a big fan of Bottom.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
So I'll say, God save the Quim.
I know.
And I'll leave that there.
Paul is a huge fan. Let's get into this then.
Yep.
So no lots of drink. So
yeah, I really do. Stop talking. Half an hour I've been waiting for the drink.
Oh, wait a minute, Rob.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
It tastes like lemon and lime boiled sweets.
Yeah. It's got
That's
a
the
nice
first thing I get.
This is slightly better than the first can I had.
It's almost got the like Sierra Nevada thing about it for me.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit,
That nice, like, sort of malty punch.
yeah. So, yeah, kind of slightly floral. It's got, not overtly malty. But, when you say malt, what do you mean? In what sense?
There's hints.
When I think of malt in this, I think of like fairy cakes.
No. Well, for me, I'm thinking sort of caramel.
I'm getting a little bit.
Okay.
I'm getting more of a piney note to this.
But like a sweet caramel, like not like a rich caramel, like a sweet sort of synthetic caramel.
I'm getting more of a piney kind of earthy, slightly earthy pine.
Yep, I get that. Yep.
It's just slight. It's not massive. It's just there at the back, just lurking.
But it's for me, it's a nice beer. But is it £3? Is it £3?
I mean, to someone who's not had one before, all day long.
Yeah.
It's a great introduction to, say, a West Coast style IPA. If you've never had one, it might be too bitter for people who've not had this before. I don't know. It's difficult to gauge.
Yeah. For me, I think it's on the less bitter side of West Coast. I had what's it called? Something alligator from Pressure Drop.
Oh yeah.
The pink
one.
With the teeth with the
yellow tooth thing.
Yeah,
gold tooth. Yeah, it's cool looking can. I had one of them last night, and that was, I'd say, more bitter than this.
Yeah. But then I like West Coast style kind of IPAs. It'd be a little bit kind of more jammy, marmaladey, that kind of vibe to it, and I'm not getting it from this at all. Slightly sweet, but then a bit of bitterness on the back end. It's not that.
It's pretty authentic for me.
It's all right. For what you're paying for it, I think it's all right.
Yeah, it's given me Sierra Nevada vibes from back in the day when I first tried Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, it
and
reminds
I'm still
me.
hiccuping.
It reminds me of the pale ale quite a lot. It's not as I mean, I know that's a pale ale, but I mean, it's more of that Sierra Nevada pale ale than, say, the Torpedo. That's got a bit more.
Powwow. It's the powwow.
Powwow.
Indeed. It's not up to the Torpedo.
I think we should just stop talking and just everyone stare at Jake while he hiccups.
Just make me jump.
What, full screen?
Yeah. Try and scare me so I can stop. Oh,
wrong one.
Rob.
How do I put it on Jake?
Click on his.
There we go.
I'll try and hold it in.
For your entertainment, it's Jake's falling apart due to hiccups and social pressure.
I'm gonna try and hold it in. I can't.
No.
It is a little bit like when it's kind of like like a cartoon. It's essentially a bit like Barney Gumble.
Life of Jake.
Oh, fuck. It's the more I try. It's the more I try to stop. Is the worse it gets.
Well, don't stop. Just don't worry.
It'll go in a sec.
No one knows.
I've had a lot. I was well looked after.
We'll talk about that, shall we?
It's cool. It's cool beans.
So malt, extra pale, and Cara, simple. Hops, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook, and Citra. So yeah, pretty kind of like it's pretty traditional.
This is better than the first can I had, I have to say.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So I would persevere. If you get a Duff can, persevere, but I wouldn't go more than twice.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on Waitrose. No, Tesco.
Some comments, some relevant comments. They're all from All About the Views. It says, I wish I was as fucked up as Jake. Brilliant.
I'm not that fucked up.
And then pissing. I don't know. I don't know that. Then he says, best live stream ever. Then he says, he's like Dumbo when he fell on the big barrel of booze.
Yeah. I'm not missing an ear, though.
So where are we?
Says, we got some hiccup tips. And it says, Jake, drink your beer just before you hiccup and hold it in until the hiccup passes.
I feel like I'll destroy my laptop if I do that. I'll take a sip and just go.
Comes all out of your nose.
Yeah.
And your eyes.
Yeah, well, I mean,
shit'll go viral then.
But then, after that, though, you'll be able to have beer. So that's you've got to look at the positive.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Swings. Don't swing too much.
Still there.
Jake needs a whiskey to shake off the hiccups. I've got whiskey. It won't shake it off. I've got some grappa. I have like a 40-year-old bottle of grappa, where the seal has perished. The seal has perished, so I daren't touch it.
I've got whiskey galore. So it's a great movie. So.
Oh, dear. They'll pass. If everyone stops talking about it, they'll go.
Okay, well, so
we'll leave it there.
Great. But we'll come back to the whole supermarket conversation shortly. But may as well talk about what we've been doing recently. I mean, I've not done a hell of a lot, but I guess the most relevant thing for today is today was the launch of the new version of the Rainbow Project.
Which I really want to get. I do actually really want to try it.
Yeah.
Just because of the revamp, just because of literally for that reason.
One of the beers in Waitrose at the moment is one of their beers in that is included in that.
Huh?
Oh, really?
Because I looked at one of the cans I got the other day. I can't remember what one it is, but it's actually. I think so.
I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised.
Unless I read it wrong, which is fair enough.
Well, I mean, it's a bit like that fucking Adnams and West Berkshire Brewery one. It sounds like a very similar beer to the Cloudwater and Adnams. I saw that. They're very different.
I saw it on top shelf, just second one in from the left. And I'm like, it didn't really.
I brought it because I'm a big Adnams fanboy. Against my better judgment, because the artwork. I know we're good beer live, so we tried to keep it positive, but that artwork was just crap on that one.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Not seen it.
It's like a what was the brand, the tattoo like street brand back in the day? What was it where it was like
tribal?
No, it was almost like it was that fragrance. Someone had like a aftershave or something.
Old Spice.
Yeah, Old Spice. That's exactly.
Yeah, well, there you go. Then.
Can of links.
Yeah.
But no, it's in your photograph earlier on, Rob. It was on the top shelf.
Oh, I'll refer to my photograph.
If you look at the top shelf, second one.
West Berkshire Brewery.
Yeah, next to the large wild beer.
Woman.
It's the second one in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing.
Oh, that West Berkshire Brewery.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one.
TikTok.
Yes.
Oh, but that's not an Adnams. Yeah, that's not an Adnams beer, though, is it? That's
Adnams collab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dog shit. That brand is awful.
Yeah. The artwork's awful.
Well, I didn't. Yeah.
I got it purely because I saw Adnams on it.
That Red Church and Vibrant Forest bottle looks shocking as well. It looks like made by Marston's.
It looks like a Trivial Pursuit wedge.
I don't know if you picked it up on my photograph.
Nothing trivial.
They had 4 cans of that Northern Monk beer. Just 4. To me, it kind of doesn't look like it's been ransacked. It looks like they've got very little stock.
How can you get a case of 4?
They've got loads of that one and loads of that one.
Yeah.
And then they've got 2 Roosters cans.
I didn't.
4 Northern Monk.
Yeah.
Then they're sold out of some of the tangerine pale ale and stuff.
Everyone
seems like
my local one. I was actually really, really shocked to see them in my literally 10-minute walk away store. I'm like, fucking hell, that's good.
It just seems like they've
But they're not
a very small amount and they've sold some.
I think what people need to realise is as well, we put it out there, they're not in the general beer aisle part where the craft beer is. They're in the promotional aisle.
Yeah, like your seasonal.
Mine was in the just normal beer stuff.
Yeah, so if you feel like, it's not in my local Waitrose, check your promotional aisle or seasonal aisle.
Yeah, mine was just in amongst it, and actually, mine was in amongst all the old shit as well. It was. Yeah.
Huh. But no, I was really shocked to see them here.
But I didn't have like the Northern Monk stuff down my way. I had everything else, but yeah.
Yeah, we had that.
What I wanted, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got a can of that downstairs, but we'll see how we go.
I had all the Magic Rock stuff, the wild stuff.
Yeah. I'm coughing now. Easy coughing.
Jesus.
What do you want to develop, Craig?
Yeah, I'm hiccups. Craig.
Chronic wind.
Yeah, but
I've still got the hiccups. I just accepted it now.
Apparently, your record hiccups was 68 years. Good luck.
Yeah, but didn't he kill himself? Didn't he kill himself afterwards?
I think your wife might kill you.
Yeah, it's that long to be fair. Fucking hell.
I've already got a couple of texts saying, "Fucking keep it down."
Yeah, keep the hiccups down. Yeah, I don't mind you shouting, but them fucking hiccups.
I am not in my wife's good books tonight.
Well, that's a shocker. We'll start at 9, so you can put the kids to bed. No, he just went to Beer Festival, got boozed up.
Got fucking wankered.
Developed a really bad case of hiccups.
Yeah,
it's the drugs from that. It's all the drugs from the dentist. So.
Yeah.
So, so Beer Festival. What Beer Festival did you?
It was Ipswich Beer Festival, which is the first one in a while.
Camera?
Where? No, it wasn't Camera. It was actually run by a local bottle shop, so it was good beer. I mean, they had, but Burnt Mill had a stand. Little Earth Project had a stand. Ampersand had a stand. Even Time and Tide had a stand.
Sorry, I was gonna ask you what beers did Time and Tide have? Did they have?
They had barrel aged Kraken. Yeah, they had ham sandwich.
Did you have the barrel aged Kraken?
I did have the barrel aged Kraken, and it was very good.
Pint of?
Yeah, pint of, please.
Ham sandwich is probably the best pale ale they've ever done.
Yeah, it was good. Ham sandwich.
I'll get you a can.
Good name for a beer.
Yeah, it was, and actually, it was really good.
I'll get you a can.
Yeah,
I love an ham sandwich.
Well,
next level they want to do Imperial version.
It's really decent.
Cheese and ham sandwich.
Yeah, cheese and ham. Well, I brought your name up, Craig. I was like,
a what?
Drop in the name.
Yeah. I was like, I used to live in Kent for quite a while, and so I know all about your beers. So how random is it that you're at a thing in Suffolk? And then I was like, do you know my mate Craig? And they're like, yeah, we know Craig.
I've never met him.
We fucking know Craig.
Yeah, I've never met them. But yeah, I love their beers. I think they're great.
Yeah,
they got a new one, Super Sprat, which is an imperial of their.
Their Sprat Waffler.
Yeah, it's an imperial of that. I've not had it yet,
but I mean, from Burnt Mill, I had their dimmer, which was good. They had.
That's new.
They had
swimming. IPA,
yeah, with Duggars or Duggars. Well, and they had swimming giants again, which was good. And they also had an 11% imperial stout, which they brewed for McKellar, exclusively for McKellar's box.
Did you have that or?
Yeah, I had that.
Oh, right.
It was good. It was good. It was like a big grown-up stout. It was like coconut vanilla cacao, but it was rich and not. It wasn't that sweet. It had those sort of almost red wine qualities to it.
Yeah.
It was
so made for the beer club, I presume.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds amazing.
So Peter will get it.
He'll get it at some point. Apparently, like they said, he kept 2 barrels of it. He gave 3 to McKellar to do what they want with it. So I think there's going to be iterations of it. But it's cool. I mean, I had stuff from. I had some Cloudwater stuff. I had some Northern Monk stuff, which is rare down here. Had the passion fruit lassie.
How was it?
Nice.
I've not had it.
I liked it. I had a third, and even a third was a bit too much.
Was it?
A third better than the mango?
Yeah. Well, they had mango and passion fruit side by side.
I mean, these beers they sound amazing, but every time I've had anything like that, it's just too kind of that acidic kind of acid reflux kind of vibe for me.
Yeah. I mean, what was really good was, what was the name of it? It was a Gypsy Hill Kettle Sour.
Oh right.
Oh fuck, what was the name? I can't remember the name of it, but it was really.
The big one.
It was the Imperial Sour. No, it wasn't a Cloudwater collab. It was Gypsy Hill Imperial Sour, and it was really good.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
But Gypsy Hill did an Imperial Sour Cloudwater recently.
Oh, well, it could have been. I didn't pick up on the Cloudwater thing, but it's called like Boo Hoo or something like that. It was Boo Woo, something Boo.
Right, cool.
But it was really good. That was probably one of the best beers I had there. Yeah, it was a really good. So it's run by like a local bottle shop, so they got all the good stuff in. So
it's nice that there's there's a independent festival going on down there.
Yeah,
that's really
kind of what I expect it, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
but there's enough interesting breweries in that neck of the woods. Make it kind of like viable, really.
Yeah,
people will probably travel to
Burnt Mill, Little Earth Project. They're the 2 standouts.
Grain.
Yeah, Grain.
Oh yeah.
They have a bar on.
Adnams had a bar. I didn't see anyone go to it, but
Adnams a bard.
Yeah, they had a bar. They had their full-on bar with all the stuff because they're Adnams.
I like Adnams. I like.
I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Adnams, but they also do overkill it a little bit.
I like their Jack Brand series. I think they're okay.
I've got no issues with Adnams. Just a couple of comments.
I like them.
Kingmaker 1988 says my local Formby. And the new stuff was near the bakery. Mine was near the bakery as well in York. Loads of eau de gueuses in the regular section. And Sam Smalley says we had our first Cloudwater tap takeover here in Melbourne recently. Top notch beers, cool. So I presume Paul was over there, fucking sunning himself, bloody living the life of a brewery owner, just sailing around the world, having a wonderful time. Yeah, no, he's a lovely lad. He's a lovely fellow. Is Paul? I'm sure it's Paul who did it because Connor and Doreen do all local stuff, and Paul does lots of stuff in exotic locations. Alex Jackson says Gypsy Hill, okay, and then All About the View says I went to the tap takeover in Newcastle last night. Oh, you never did. By Wylam, I'm showing off the new 13.5 coconut vanilla imperial stout. Oh, I love it. Yes.
That sounds amazing.
If I'd have had more notice, I'd have planned an opportunity to like stay over in Newcastle. The Clooney. I've never been to Clooney. I've been nearby. I've got a friend who lives really nearby as well.
That beer sounds amazing. That beer sounds.
It's going to be Indy Man. It's going to be Indy Man.
Well, I'm getting
cool.
I'm getting on
that. Indy Man, and they've got a bunch of stuff. They kind of hinted at some of their stuff for Indy Man, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. So So yes, just quickly, Rainbow Project. I had 4 of them today. I started off with the IPA from Burnt Mill and Cascade, which I thought was a bizarre concept. That I know Burnt Mill do some great IPA, but it's Cascade.
Cascades are sour.
Yeah,
sour boys.
One thing I was saying
Cascade,
earlier was
Cascade,
when I think one of the things that I think is a unique characteristic of Burnt Mill is their kind of the connection to with malt and Sophie's kind of knowledge of malt from her previous kind of work working. Did she work for Muntons or
Muntons? Yeah, it was Muntons.
Yes. So she knows about malt, and I thought that'd have been interesting, like a multi kind of interesting kind of like grain kind of sour. That could have been nice. But yeah, thinking an IPA, it was really passable. But Burnt Mill make a lot better. I had a fruited IPA from somebody, and it was that forgettable. I don't know anybody who was involved with it, and it was just. And then I had the Verdant. Actually, I had the North one, and I was with John, who was one of the owners, and he bought me the drink as well. Right, I'm gonna drink your beer in front of you, and everything I've seen on Untapped has all been kind of like mixed. It's like people like it or people fucking hate it. He's like, oh really? I'm like, yeah, don't look at Untapped because it's like half stars, and it's a funny one, but I actually really liked it. I won't remember everything. So their collab is with Fieldworks, and it was a sour. It was a kettle sour beer, but made with turmeric, ginger, apricots, vanilla, cinnamon.
Bloody hell.
Anything else? So it kind of it was really nice actually, and it wasn't that I was put on the spot. It wasn't. I always remember watching Simon doing his videos in that Wells and Young's pub in front of all the people on Wells and Young's, and just be like, "Hey, this shit, this Eagle IPA is a 10 out of 10." But it was actually really nice. It kind of tasted like a combination of freshly squeezed orange juice with the pulp in it. It wasn't. It kind of like you kind of wanted it to have the pulp in it.
Yeah.
And then, so it was a combination of like fresh squeezed orange juice and carrot cake. It was.
Oh really? Yeah.
But
with that like herbal quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kind of like it did. Somebody mentioned it on tap. They put carrot. I'm like carrot. They put carrot juice. I'm like. Carrot, it's really carrot cakey. Yeah, it shouldn't have worked, but it really did.
Yeah.
And then the last one I had, which was a little bit unfortunate because it sounded ace, which was Verdant and I can't remember who Verdant got. Who did Verdant
Temescal or what?
Oh, it's a Temescal. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was maybe like a baklava imperial stout. It were a bit thin. It were a bit spicy. That's probably the biggest letdown because I thought that sound and it were a bit thin as a beer as well. So that fell short. But I did bother the other ones. They were like a lime wit and some other bollocks.
Yeah,
they're always like sours with like stuff added. But yeah,
and so they all did a big collab, didn't they? They like a 7-way collab. I don't know what that was, but they did a.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah,
it was all 7 of them did a collab.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it was a fruited IPA.
Yeah, I think it's the first time like Honest Brew hasn't sold a lot like so far.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I think you can buy it on like Left Hand Giant's store.
Well, they've got a good distribution network of Left Hand Giant. So I'm sure Bruce will look after that. But yeah. I liked what I had. Just a couple of comments. So Sam Smalley says, "Yeah, Paul was here, and the other half boys as well." Oh, blimey! Beer celebrities ahoy! And then the Kingmaker 1980 says, "Where is Harry tonight? Bring some more bread kolsch in every pan in his kitchen."
Anyway,
yeah.
As I was suspecting,
Oh yeah.
This is part of
Bodega.
the Skyline project
Oh, Skyline. Yes.
in Waitrose.
Yes, Skyline.
Yeah.
Brick have got a beer in Skyline as well, haven't they?
Yeah. So this is the new that new thing. Gypsy Hill Interbro.
Oh.
Yeah. It was on the bottom shelf that was bare in your store, I think.
Yeah, Interbro.
Yeah.
I think Interbro were one of the breweries involved with Rainbow Project as well. That's probably where you.
Yeah, but yeah, this is part of that, which has been social media recently.
So I'm a bit out of the loop, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I mean, which is amazing.
What is the Skyline thing?
I think I can't remember how many breweries it is. I think it's either 14 or 14 or 16 breweries.
Really, that many? Oh,
right. Well, there's 7 or 8 beers collabs with American breweries. It's the same kind of Rainbow Project thing, but they're on. I think you could pre-order for quite a while on like one of the online stores.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean.
Beer merchants are doing a pre-order.
Yeah, I was just really shocked to read that this is a new beer from that project in a Waitrose store in the UK. It was just like, what?
Well, yeah, I'm sure that'll upset some people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, without a doubt, especially some of the online retailers or box shop.
Well, it's a beer merchants have got it. So
it's on
the exclusive.
That's the I wasn't going to mention the thing, but yeah, that's
pre-order this.
Yeah, that's the one I was on about. But yeah, so yeah, £3. It's like okay.
Okay. So yeah, so it's 6 London breweries and 6 New York breweries.
6, okay, yeah. So
it's Barrier and Pressure Drop, and they're doing a New England IPA.
Yeah,
I'm sure that'll be lovely.
Yeah.
Evil Twin and Hackney doing Imperial Coffee Stout for 14%. Sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fifth Hammer and Wildcard doing an apricot and black currant smoothie pale. That's probably the worst one in the box. For multiple reasons, mainly Wildcard. Best brew in the country, apparently.
I've got the hibiscus and blood orange downstairs. The sour.
Okay. Is that what is?
I don't think it's part of this Skyline project though. This is another. But yeah, a couple of Gypsy Hill beers. But yeah, this is part of the new kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Finback and Brew by Numbers, Farmhouse East Coast Pale. Well, yeah, Brew by Numbers are good. And then KCBC and Brick, Imperial Sour, boysenberry, raspberry, and blackberries.
That sounds awesome.
Sounds nice.
That sounds awesome.
That Brick blueberry and vanilla sounds incredible. What they've got.
I just think that's going to be a banging beer. That's like if they sell these beers eventually singly, then I'll be getting up for that one.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I don't want to buy the whole thing. It's like I think it's what.
No, me neither.
30, 35 quid or whatever it is. I'm not that bothered about these kind of box things. But yeah.
We've just got on when we were talking about the Gypsy Hill, the Kingmaker 1988 says didn't see that one in the Waitrose. Only Gypsy Hill one was Terra Cetra, the blood orange and hibiscus.
Yeah, I've got that one downstairs. I'll pick that one up as well.
Yeah, the sour. Yeah. So no, they didn't. I don't think they had that. I don't think they had that when I went.
Yeah, I've got that. I mean, I'll probably go back and get a few more beers to.
Oh no, they did. So they had that where I was.
Do a review.
Yeah, that's the only one they had. So they didn't have the other one.
You got the
IPA.
You got the couple of Magic Rock beers. Apparently, I think Harry was saying yesterday on his channel that it's a rhubarb added salty kiss.
Yeah. That's partially why I got it. I'll do a review of both of them. My wife's a big fan of the base beer, so I think she'll really like it, both of them. So
that's cool. Yeah, so I mean,
stick out a review. It's a review, and I'll give it beers.
they literally all the shelves were nothing had been touched, but it was all the way to the back, and it's like good because people in Canterbury were like clambering over each other. You know, it was sold out by the end of the night.
Oh right.
What day was that? Thursday night.
Okay.
And it just they wiped the shelves out. It was like, fuck, I can't be asked that. You know. But yeah, so I went in Thursday. I think I went in Thursday and Friday. And Friday it was in my local one. No one touched it. So like, boom. I was actually shocked to see it. I was shocked to see any of them because we don't get stuff down here. We get. Well, obviously, I've got the Tesco stuff, but we don't get them all. And then there's stuff like you really want to get from like North Brewing. We just don't get them. Don't get them.
No.
So
I would just
anyway,
going to
stop gumping.
What I'm gonna do? Well, here we are. So that's what I want to do. Indy Man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. 2 weeks tomorrow.
Oh Christ!
How exciting is that?
Can't wait.
It's going to be awesome, man. Just going to Manchester again. It's going to be. I'm going to be going there and missing Paul.
We'll think about him once in a while.
Yeah,
but not too much.
every now and again.
So,
Can't say that.
so us three just doing the afternoon session on Saturday.
We want to do a whole screen on that. It's very small.
What do you want?
Do a whole screen on that. Full screen share.
Boom.
There you go.
So this is the all sessions kind of bit. So these guys are appearing each session. I've got something to say about that in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it down the bottom?
And one thing I used to do this as a kid back in the 80s. We'd look through the Grattan's catalogue and we'd like, I want that one. Go through like the toy section. Like,
is it something you should say? It's just about the. It's just about the thirsty games, just above potentially.
Well, it's all around that neighbourhood. Funny that you picked. You noticed that.
Just
funnily enough. Yes. So, and one thing I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys to do this as well. Maybe it's not as applicable on this one because I think everybody's probably quite interested in a lot of these guys. So all sessions, you've got room 1 hosted by Cloudwater, and apparently they're going to bring a load of really interesting stuff as well, a lot of barrel aged stuff, a lot of kind of new bits and bats. So I think they're not playing around. I'm really excited. Burning Sky hosting.
that'd be cool.
I've fallen in love with them over the last 6 months, a year.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, they're epic.
I think it's a great opportunity to drink some of their beer because obviously a lot of them come in 750s and maybe even though they're pretty well priced for a 750, maybe you don't go for it because it is.
They're down. They're up there with. I mean, in the UK, they are. I would say there with Mills and closely followed by Vault City out of Edinburgh, and I think they're the 3 key. I mean, Wild Beer Co. as well. I mean, but yeah, Burnt Mill, fucking Burning Sky. They're awesome, man. If you like that style of beer, absolutely.
Room 3, Wylam, Green Room, and Wylam. I think they posted something that they're going to bring some old, the amount of barrel aged double J-Ked. I've got a bottle of double J-Ked, and when it was fresh, it was fucking terrible. It was completely massively infected. It was a complete car crash. When I saw that, I was like, no, not that one. Just bring that amazing sounding new stout. Green Room is Siren. I like Siren. Good people, good beer. Turkish Baths is Daya. Which last year, which is the bar you can't fucking get to because that's where Verdant were last year. Which is really interesting. So they're like neighbours. So Siren is in. Turkish Baths Day. Next door is Verdant, so that's going to be a busy fucking part of
The thing is, though, you don't want these names in somewhere that's really kind of hard to get into, do you? Really?
Mm. So there'll be queues in both of those rooms, annoyingly. That'll be the only queues you probably experience.
I'm not that bothered. I just won't go there. If it's queues, I'll go somewhere else. I want to be drinking. Sorry.
Then out in the food village, which is the outdoor bit, which kind of tented areas. So there's Lervig, who were there last year as well. Last year they took a really fucking pedestrian range. So I hope they're making a bit more of an effort this year. Bringing some of the amazing stouts that they produce. And also beer merchants. That was the same as last year. So beer merchants had like a shop selling cans, bottles, t-shirts, shit, and maybe a bar as well. And Fierce are also out there. And I quite like Fierce. I'm okay with Fierce. I'll have a look. Then the other ones, I'll just whilst through these. So Buxton, yeah, I'll have a look at Buxton.
Yeah,
by the river. I mean, me and Jake have been to by the river. So that's Wylam's other little brew pub. Cascade from Portland. Colonel. Yep. I can never remember Colonel being all that massively heavily involved in Indy Man, but that's great. I love Colonel. Liquid Light being on every session, which is exciting. Yeah. I've not had anything from Liquid Light.
They're pretty hyped, Liquid Light.
They're Nottingham.
Yeah.
I think Dean's done a review or two of their beers. North, of course, fantastic. I'm sure they'll pull out some lovely stuff. North Monk, first appearance by people probably don't realise it. This is the first time I'm Apollo have been at Indy Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, other half, which is cool. Hopefully they'll have a little bit more than they usually have. But it's a UK beer festival. It wouldn't be a UK beer festival if you didn't have other half. Thornbridge, yeah, they've probably been there from the start. Track, I love Track. Wild debuted at Indy Man. I mean, they debuted at Indy Man. So they were on the same bar. So they only had Modus Operandi on, and so that was there was a bit of a buzz about that year. And I remember also on that same bar, so there were a load of people on that bar. So it was Brian, who is now head brewer at North Monk. When it was his bitch's brew, he had a chocolate chipotle stout on that very same bar that Wild launched there. But right, okay, let's address this. So, and then the next one after Wild is Zapato, which is just
great brewery.
Absolutely fucking ludicrous that they've got there on at every session. It's who you know and who you fucking chew their ear off, and that's how you get your bar in there, which is absolute madness. So, and here's the madness. So Zapato, Matt's been doing it for a number of years. It is what it is. He's got a little tap room now. Fair play to him if he's working hard at doing that. Fair enough. Just
going to say we've got 16 people watching.
Herein lies the madness. Zapato got a permanent bar in every session, and Vault City were in the Thirsty Games, and Vault City were at Brewski Festival, and Vault City were fucking probably one of the most popular breweries at London Craft Beer Festival as well.
They were great. They were great at London Craft Beer Festival.
I do not get why they haven't been given a more kind of like prominent spot.
And to be honest, I've never heard of Cellar Boys or Old Brewery.
No, I've heard of Cellar Boys. I've not heard of Old Brewery. But yeah, Vault City are absolutely banging.
Yeah,
I mean they're in the same sort of remit as for me as Little Earth Project or Mills or that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for the style of beer they do, I'd put them up there with some of the Belgian beers.
I love that Craig warned me that people are watching.
Just to tell you, there's 16 people watching. So
17 actually, I think. Everybody's found out that I'm slagging off Zapato.
I'm behind the times, so there you go.
No, I think I gave the fucking the devil his dues there. Anyway, so most importantly, because we're going to be on Saturday afternoon, so this is the exclusive breweries for Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, that's where we're at. I think
almost different.
Someone want to hopefully will see us at some point Saturday afternoon if you're going.
Oh, nice one.
Okay. Right. I'll forget that then. Right.
He was thinking on it. Thinking Bob. Southend Beer Reviews.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah. He messaged me on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah. So Almastiff from Newcastle. I went to their birthday a couple of months back. Really good session strength beer. Been at Indy Man for a number of years now. The Beak, who are intermittent project, I guess. I'm surprised that they're there. I think they were Blackjack. Well, cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of Blackjack.
I think they were a craft beer call in February. I think.
Okay. Yeah, Blackjack. It is what it is. Nice people, but I don't really. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Blackjack's beer. I've had some really fucking stinkers in the past, but nice people. Burning Soul, I think, can be good. I think they're sometimes a bit intermittent.
That's more Harry's territory.
Formally. Well,
yeah,
I've been to brewery.
I've had one of their beers on draft down in London. Really, really quite enjoyable beer. I think it was a coffee or something like that. I can't remember now.
Breakfast Stout is decent from those guys.
Yeah.
Creature Comforts, I've not had anything from them, but I think they might have been at Cloudwater Friends and Family last year.
Collective Arts as well out of Canada.
Collective Arts as well. They had a big old presence at Indy Man last year.
Yeah, they were huge. They were huge at London Craft Beer. They had all them.
Yeah, they had a massive room at London Craft Beer.
Exactly. Massive room,
but they decked it out like a proper. Even though they're Canadian, it was like a New York style, ultra sort of trendy place. It was like there was one rack of clothing in a huge room.
But then there's loads of merch. There was all the big fridges. They had draft stuff. They had like I don't know, a dozen or so beers, and I mean their beers are. When I first tried their beers like 2 or 3 years ago and draft in London, I was really impressed with it. Coming from that, obviously knowing a lot of the Canadian guys and stuff like that, beer tubes and stuff, it's like I've got more of a kind of a pull to those guys now. Reviewed a few things from them, and now they're starting to become a little bit more available in cans and bloody blah. So it's quite interesting just to their progression. I mean, all the major craft beer breweries festivals now they seem to be at.
Yeah.
In the last year and a half, something like that. So, yeah, it's cool.
I'm going to say, if you continue that chat, I'm going to go and grab that kind of jupper.
No, fine.
Jupper.
Yeah, I mean,
jupper. I'm getting on with jupper.
One of my favourite beers from them, as I'm still carrying on with Collected Arts, is their Imperial Porter. It was absolutely.
Oh, the Imperial Porter was great.
Wow, that is. Yeah. I've not seen it since, so that was.
No, it came over. It graced our shores briefly.
It was last year, last year, or something like that, and I've not seen it since. The regular porter's around, but the Imperial. Wow, if you can get the Imperial, it's stonking. Pretty damn stonking.
Yeah. So. Pop that on there. So Creature Comforts. I've not had anything from Don Zoko. Yeah, I don't mind Don Zoko. Finback.
Cool.
Yeah. That's where they're from.
Monkey Killers.
Yeah,
they're good.
They are moving. They haven't decided where they're moving yet, but they are moving. Finback. I think I like Finback. Gibberish. I think they're from the ashes of Thingy Bob.
No,
Mad Hatter. I think it's one of the guys from Mad Hatter.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I think they're one of the guys from. I think they're one of the guys from Mad Hatter. If I'm not wrong.
It sounds a bit. So we got. What else we? Sorry.
So Left-Handed Giant. I love Left-Handed Giant, so I'm happy with that. Little Earth Project. Whose beer I'm not that big a fan of, but Jake is, and he's drunk plenty of it today.
Yeah.
I don't mind them.
It's just not my kind of beer. But yeah,
Yeah,
I thought the video that Brad and Johnny made was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it was cracking. Yeah, that was really good.
They don't make bad. Mind you, they got loads of editing skills, loads of cameras, and it's like bastards. They're so good though.
It was really good. No, but I gotta give him credit. I think it was a wonderful piece of entertainment, a wonderful piece of television.
I wish I didn't feel on their live stream though. That was just.
No, we'll do it again. We'll do it again if they're at Indy Man.
Oh yeah.
Why do you want to go?
Johnny, I think Johnny's going to be up. I think Johnny says he's going to be up.
Yeah, well,
I don't think he'll be up for that though.
I
don't think he'll want to do another live.
I think we burnt some bridges there.
You fucking ruined everything.
That's burnt milk.
Sadly, they're on Thursday, Friday, which upsets me. And Partisan,
yeah.
Do you know what? The fucking ship has sailed on Partisan. I don't know what. I think there's a lot of loyalty to those guys, and they're the most stagnant brewery in the fucking. Well, there's another stagnant brewery coming.
They should have pressure dropped it, as I like to say. Pressure dropped had a big revival.
Yeah,
absolutely. I drank exclusively pressure drop beer last night.
Yeah.
I mean, I drank pressure drop beers like 4 years ago when they, not long after they first started. I've really enjoyed them back then. But then there's pop up of loads of breweries, and you just kind of leave them alone for a while. You know, you can't keep up with everything. It's just like it is what it is. But yeah, I think since the Verdant experiment collaboration bar in London, they've just gone boom.
Absolutely, yeah. I had the Lucky IPA. I had that last night. It was fantastic. Albino Alligator. That was really nice. What else did I? What was the other one I had? I brought home a kind of. Is it Football is Popular?
Is it
popular? 50, one of the two. Brought that
50-meter bridge or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. And I did have that actually. That was really nice. My opinion is really changed about Pressure Drop, which annoyingly Pressure Drop a Thursday Friday brewery. That's upsetting. Panama Island. So it's a bit forgettable. Picada, I think they're really good. Their barrel aged stuff's fucking amazing.
Yeah, if you're big
Red
fuck off stouts. Red Willow, jeez, really.
I think one of those breweries that have got lost in the shuffle, really. Yeah, I've known Toby for my first ever opportunity to judge was with Siebert, and he was on the table, and he lasted about 20 minutes, and I think he'd really overdone it the night before, and he was green in the face. But yeah, nice people, but I think that brewery's got a bit lost in the shuffle. Runaway, I'm just not a fucking fan of Runaway. I've never been a fan of Runaway.
I'm a bit gutted that Tom and Tide aren't there this year. They were there last year.
Oh, no.
So it would have been, it would have been nice to have.
I think Red Willow and Runaway are there because and Blackjack are there because it's local. Yeah, St. Mars of the Desert, great. I think the St. Mars of the Desert are a really fun brewery, really good, really nice people.
Yeah.
First Class, another local one, completely fucking forgettable. We'll be missing that one. No thanks. Wonder Beyond, I think Wonder Beyond have always got a potential to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Yonder.
Yonder are mad. Their beers are just.
I've not had enough Yonder.
They are fantastic. Yeah. They done a tap takeover last month. August. Is it August? Yeah, late August down the road, and yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that stuff.
But, yes, just in response to that, we've got a bunch of comments, mainly from Harry.
I didn't see the comments.
So Harry over at Blue Nose Beer Review says Ben Sky is solid. A bit more than that, mate. Your brewery's solid. Brilliant Sky are probably one of the best breweries in the country.
And I was joking. Harry.
Aeroscouse says, which I hope he's at Indy Man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were meant to see me last year, and you didn't see me. So yeah, come and say hello if you see me. And we're all bobbling around behind Jake's impressive
my rig.
Just listen for the pickups.
Yeah.
Listen, if you noticed it, they've stopped.
Yeah, they've gone. Okay.
Yeah. Did you went off? He went off screen and just pushed himself aggressively in the face.
Stop.
I think he might have got a fright somewhere.
Proceed there, and then Harry says, "Thing is, I can get there if we'd like FTW." Then the key makes says, "Missed out on Saturday tickets this year. Plus, I'm off to a midweek stand here in Bratislava. Well, every cloud's got a silver lining.
It's going to be epic." That's nothing wrong with
Mr. Darwin says, "Shout to beer merchants currently drinking a Lockapolly petrol. Past its BB, he cost all of £1 from the bin ends. Yay!" And Thomas McCarthy says, "I'm lost. I'm sorry, Tom, we can't help you out with that situation." But I'm knocking around at the moment. So it's like you need 4 words, don't you? If you're lost.
I mean, sometimes beers hold up after BBE, so it's like you got, sometimes why not?
Then Harry's on a run of wonderful comments here. He says, Volton, Northern Mills, and LEP. Not sure what that means.
Oh, Little Earth Project, LEP.
I think Volt are very, very different to those guys. I think I really like Volt. A lot cleaner beers than Little Earth Project. Little Earth Project is quite a very complex beers. I think it's the lack of carbonation that really fucking does it for me.
Yeah, they're like we'll just put no carbonation into this whatsoever.
Yeah, I couldn't do it for me. This is very available. You start listening stuff. Thanks for that, Harry. Burning skull can be nice or real shite. Often real shite. Where's the Boddingtons though? I need body.
Body.
I want a flake.
Our lovely Pete, the clueless drinker, says Indy Man. ... Yawn. ... Yeah. We'd love to be there, Peter.
Where are you, Peter?
Yeah. Then we've got Cassie Abram just says #Ruggate. I'm not sure that hashtag is going to catch on, but thanks for watching. This is hope Indy Man is shit. Harry, you could come along. Just fucking don't live so far away.
Flag it.
Whoever said that really sounded like him as well. That was really weird. Really sounded like him.
Harry, you could have come. I had a ticket for Sunday.
You could have just gone on Sunday on his own. See ya.
Sorry. Yeah, and I sold it to the wrong person. Yay.
He also says, all do Rudgate. So Sam Smalley says, Collective Arts, Barrel Aged Imperial Stouts are orgasmic.
Wow, right.
And Kingmaker 1988 says, my local bottle shop always has at least one can of Collective Arts and also on keg. The regular porter was CAC.
Yeah,
it was all right.
The Imperial is epic.
We had a barrel aged version in Indy Man last year, actually.
Yeah, I've not had anything barrel aged from them, but I'd like to. But hopefully they don't bring their core range bloody blah. Ransack the Universe is nice.
Yeah, I quite like him. We've got a load in our bottle shop because when it all turned up, it was a bit fucking old, to be honest. Yeah, it's hanging around like a farting lift at the moment.
Yeah.
And also, so Harry says creature comforts are decent. Casey Abrams says #Tiny Rebel. I think Tiny Rebel are just not in the cool club, so that's why they're not invited.
I think they're in the potential. You're on the list for getting taken over.
Oh, they always are.
Yeah.
They're always on the list.
They're on the list. They are.
All right, yes. So Kingmaker says, "Yep, Mad Gaz from Mad Hatter owns gibberish. They can't. They don't can a bottle. Just a brew pub here in Liverpool. All right, cool. Good to know." Harry says, I can train Johnny and Brad how to film badly. Pressure Drop was shit years ago. That's it with a Z. Then they nicked Verdon's Firepower and Verdon and now Pressure Drop. Yes, good point, actually. I much prefer Pressure Drop to Verdon at the moment.
In fairness, I thought they were okay. They weren't shit.
No.
They were just okay.
Yeah. Like Pale Fire was one of those solid beers.
Yeah, I mean they were okay. They were kind of like there with brewery Partisan. I preferred them over Partisan like 3 or 4 years ago. I thought they were a little bit better. And now they're just like they're lassoing kind of on the back of Verdun kind of thing, you know. Yeah, they're pulling you in, they're doing all that sort of jazz, you know. They're yeehaw! You know, they're having the time of their life, you know. It's almost like they're what's that film?
Dirty Dancing.
No, not that one. It's very, very similar. It's very,
that's
very,
the best moment. That's the best.
very, very similar. I can't think what it is. What's that film with the where he's lassoing and he's you know, in a prison? Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Kim Wilder.
Oh,
that sort of thing.
They're crazy.
Stir crazy. Yeah.
He's in his office and he's giving it all that.
Yeah.
That's Pressure Drop for you. You know?
Pressure Drop is the film Stir Crazy, which is a fantastic film.
Yeah. Richard Pryor.
Do you know what? One thing I'll say about Pressure Drop, the staff in The Experiment are fucking terrible. They're absolutely terrible. They're so annoyingly London. They're so weird.
Annoyingly London coming through your
weird.
They're probably all right then for Southerners.
Really weird. Just weird.
Like they don't want to be there.
No, but I'm used to that in craft beer bars. But the indifference. But they were kind of like it was like an ink. It was weird as fuck. Yeah,
weird.
Odd situation.
That was local.
Anyway,
just
popping back on it. Harry says, Craig, my eternal DDH was oxy fucked.
Yeah, I know. Which is why this is why I opened this one.
Well, I hope mine then. That would disappoint again. I'm not going to buy me in my fucking supermarket beer if I've got some more oxidized shite.
Yeah.
Thomas McCarthy, he said goodbye, but that was 2 minutes ago. So
this is okay. This is okay anyway. So, sorry.
He says Bosco was acceptable. Now they're smashing it. Yeah, I agree.
Bosco was good beer. Yeah,
Bosco was really good. Yeah, I remember having. I think I had the first version of that at Leeds International in 2016. They were on the side of them steps.
Yeah.
On the left as you go up, and then I had this. I think it's when I first. What was that? The second time I met you, Rob.
They were in the middle. They were in the middle.
No. They were on the left-hand side. They were on the outside.
Oh right.
Yeah, I remember it vividly.
Harry also says similar to how China Rebel was with Kutch being their mad beer. And Sam Smalley says, "Do you ever get Aussie craft beer in the UK beer festivals?" We get actually in bottle shops. We get a bit. What's that?
Yeah. Stone and Wood.
No. The one, who's knocking around at the moment? Behemoth. There's some Behemoth knocking around at the moment.
Which is the main one at the moment. You see that they were at the London Craft Beer Festival.
Kaiju. It's a bit of Kaiju. We're knocking around last year.
Yeah, all right.
But not much. Yeah, bit peaks and valleys really. Bit here and there.
Yeah.
And then our lovely Paul at Pierre Brewing News said, "Stay crazy." Thanks, Paul. Thank you for that.
Stir crazy. Yeah, we were behind the curve.
Guy Ramirez says, "Rob, have you tried UT by North? Superb. No, but I do have a can of it, so I'm looking forward to that. Beautiful looking can." Then Harry says, "Rolf Harris the movie." I'm not sure what that means.
Jesus.
Paul, cheers, brothers. Yes, thank you very much, Paul. And then King Mix says, I'm really struggling for a Munich lager. Where's it gone? For a Munich lager at the moment, lager is probably my least favourite style. Guys, what are your least favourite style of beer? That's a good question.
What's my least favourite style of beer? Probably non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the fucking point? You drink fucking lemonade.
Yeah. Least favourite style, probably just like shit cask beer.
No, I don't mind.
Which
IPA, that's my least favourite.
Yeah. Which isn't a style. Like cask beer is not a style of beer, but just wank cask beer.
Oh, I know when I'm taking you in a couple of weeks. We're going to go to White Locks and we're going to drink some cask.
I don't mind drinking cask.
Yeah, I like drinking cask, but it's
as long as it's decent cask. And decent stout, preferably stouts as well.
Styles you don't like. That's a bit head.
Are we still thinking about it? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't think there's a style I don't like. There's people that do it badly, like New England IPA. There's loads of people that do it fucking shit.
I love this rawness from you, Jake. I think it's great.
On a similar sentiment of what Jake was saying, mine would be in that sense would be lager, because I think there's a lot of bad lager out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad lager out in the craft kind of like sphere, which masquerades as good because it's not Foster's. But
that used to be my beer of choice. I have you in there. So.
What, lager? It was most people's beer of choice because there was very little else available at that point.
Well, you could session it as well, but if I had 2 or 3 pints of that now, I'd be hammered because of the carbonation and shit.
Lager?
Yeah.
Be hammered just wanting to sit on the bog for a while. That's
it's the carbonation in beer. The carbonation in beer, I'd be like, I can't do this, but I could probably drink more Imperial Stout now than a Foster's. If that makes sense. Although it's stupid ABV, which is weird. It's just like, he can't handle his drink. He's had 4 pints. He's fucked. And it's like, and then I think it's over time you actually start to realise it's not the ABV that kills you. It's the fucking all the shit in it.
Carbonation and volume for me is
carbonation and volume. Just non-alcoholic beer. I mean, is that style? It's not really, but
yeah, very much so. Yeah, it's a category maybe more than a style.
There's some non-alcoholic beers that I like every now and again. I quite like the one from Brooklyn. Yeah. If you sort of want to drink a beer, but without the feeling of alcohol, it's a good beer. It's like a quid.
They're of a lower caliber.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a question. Yeah, I don't think there's any particular style that I dislike. I think I dislike certain styles because they're like what Jay was saying, kind of like excessive amounts of overexposure. Like I used to love Saison, but I really went out of Saison because every fucking terrible brewery were making a Saison.
Yeah.
Making them bad.
See now this,
and then everybody's making lager now as well. So it's like, but maybe everybody's making a shit lager.
What about cherry stout? A nice cherry stout.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't pick that Magic Rock one up.
Yeah, for me, Saison now is a style that's really kind of like it's creeping up there for me. Saisons are just like
really,
and it's taken me 2.5, 3 years to get there. Since first starting to drink them, and they're really creeping up now. I went to a tasting a couple of weeks ago, and that was a damn good tasting for the price and food and bloody blah. Thanks, Eddie Gadd. Yeah, damn good. So yeah, I mean, so no, I've really got to think about what style I don't like.
Yeah, well, you're like thinking. I'm just going to run through some comments. Paul says, "I love shit cask ale." So shit cask ale. And Harry says, "I'm dying a well." And Paul says, "I dislike saisons and ghosts and lambics." You know what? I'm a little bit off sours, like big old fucking, really massively acidic sours. They never feel that appealing to me because I just know it's going to end up in like me reaching for the Gaviscon. So in a lot of ways, it's like with Dark City this year. It's kind of dark and wild, and it's lost all its appeal to me because I just think I don't want to drink a lot of those sours, even though I do like sour beer. The idea of drinking a lot of sour beer really doesn't appeal to me. Harry says lager is lush. Carlin is mint. Love it. Thank you, Harry. Kingmaker says anything malt driven on cask is usually shite. See, I like a right malty cask ale, a right malty one, like a Ram Tam from Timmy T's. That's a beautiful beer. I might take you. Oh, it's all changing, Jake. Your Friday when you come up here before Indy Man, you thought you were going to go all around all these fancy crap spots. We're jumping on the train. We're going to Keighley. We're going to Bolt Maker's Arms. And you're going to drink a load of Timothy Taylors.
Oh shit!
It's only about 7 minutes. We'll stay on train. Bolt Makers. Boom. Oh, aye. You're gonna love it. It's like a cultural. It's like a cultural experience for you.
Yeah.
I do. I'm not lying.
When's the last time you was there? When was the last time you was there?
Who?
You. These venues. No, you, Rob.
Me? Well, last time I was in Keighley.
In these venues, you're going to take him.
Bolt Makers, it never changes. It was this woman ran it for years and years and years. I think she died actually, and she was the best landlady ever. She was always really immaculate. She always wear like a really fitted kind of like dress and stuff. And she was brilliant.
Like
it's a tiny little pub, but I mean the Bolt Maker, which is like Chopping and Beer Great Britain, is named after that pub. It's effectively there, kind of like
historical.
Effectively there, like, tap room.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a cracking pub. It is a really nice pub. You'd love it. We're going on Sunday as well with you. I'm going to take you on Friday. I'm going to take you.
I mean, there's a few. I've got like 2 or 3 places I'd love to go to in Leeds, but
we'll see. Well, maybe I won't. Jake's looking massively confused. He's like, "Hang on, am I sobering up?"
It's a shame we're not more often, Jake. It's going to be that. Is what it is. I'd love to have come up on the Friday, but I just, price wise,
yeah, the Australians are saying, "Hey, donut Fosters."
Fair play to you for winning the Ashes again, you fuckers. Yeah, but no, it's fair play. I mean, they were good. They deserved it.
Yeah, Harry says saisons aren't hard to brew, hence shit brewers making them. Actually, I completely disagree with that. They are really hard to brew. Just every shit fucking brewery thought they can just chuck some DuPont yeast in a beer.
It takes so what. I don't know about brewing, but what I heard the other day, they vary. There's a lot.
Aussie represent. No, it's rubbish. We don't even drink it here. Of course you don't. We were talking about Castlemaine the other night on Harry's thing, weren't we? As well?
Yeah, what's all that about?
Boddington's Saison Ale, whatever. Yeah, you are. This is an interesting comment, actually.
Yeah, it really is.
Any of you guys feel like Camera is the proverbial old boys club? You see the movement that will make the organisation.
I've had a recent interlude into a recent.
Ooh.
You don't you don't know, Rob, because you're not on Twitter anymore. But the recent, is it the Good Beer Grind? of. Is it?
Sorry, I
20?
just saw a comment from that.
Yeah. This is. I can see.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
saw.
listening.
Yeah. Harry.
I'm listening now.
Um, when was that? Yeah, I had a recent
Died.
going into fucking. Oh, I can't stop. Now,
I'll just give me some comments out and we'll come back to you, Craig.
yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute.
Change your composure. Kingmaker says, got rid of crap unit lager, breaking open Siren's Castilian lemon cheesecake IPA. That does sound really interesting. I spotted that. Then Al with his business emoji, icon profile picture. It's like that's when he was. He really there's this fucking. I'm just used to Al having like a big beard.
Yeah.
Bring them to the Duncan. No, Al, never. Stuart should have never taken anybody to the fucking Duncan. Which is the roughest pub in Leeds. Well, one of the. I think you can still smoke at the Duncan, whether they're allowed to or not. I'm still fucking smoking. If it was ever, if I was ever to try Verdant, which beer would you recommend? It's a funny situation. I'll kind of like. Well, Craig's getting his composure. I'll give my outline on Verdant. I like Verdant, but I think everything's just become a bit samey. It's become a bit sweet, and everything tastes like melon. It's just lost its identity because everything's the fucking same. I think Headband and Bloom are very good beers. I think Pulp on its day is still a really good beer. I think some of the stuff that was produced in the past can still be really good. I like the Black IPA recently. But when you see a double IPA from Verdant, I've got a rough idea what I'm going to get. So, Craig, you were saying?
No, it's just like kind of. There was a conversation recently for the 2020, I think it is, the next edition or the recent edition. I have no idea because I don't follow Canada that much. But yeah, that the Ravensgate Arms in my local town wasn't included in it, and they were like, what's going on, because they want to be more inclusive and all this sort of chat, and they're now having keg beers in their certain festivals, or perhaps not all, but certainly in the Great British Beer Festival this year, that they had for the first time keg beer, which is great, awesome. But then, because they want to be more inclusive and this and that, but when it comes to the guide, they're back to the same old kind of.
Yeah, it's a pay to play thing. If you're not involved with camera,
it's certainly locally, but then you can't. If you want to be more inclusive, then personally, I think surely you have to do it across the board, not just their festivals, but in their annual book. And that was one of the, that was an opportunity missed, as I put it on a tweet. So it's kind of like, which is a shame, but if you look around, you can still find these amazing bars. I would say. But they also do like cask beer as well. So it's like interesting, well kept lines. They got key kegs. We don't want that. We don't want that in that book. So it's a shame, really. But
yeah,
I don't know. Have you had similar kind of problem? Not problems, but
well, cask is always just so hit and miss. That's the trouble with cask.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just always so.
Have you got bars locally that have both keg and cask in the same place?
Yeah. Well, I've there's a Grains pub locally to me, and they literally sell like their Vignum Lite, which is their IPA, and they sell it on cask and keg. So it's a really good barometer of like the difference between the two like serving styles.
Yeah, I was curious if is it just a local thing or is it a national thing?
There's absolutely crap. There's crap pubs where they just sell shit cask beer.
What about you, Robbie? Is there any pubs that you would think would fit in the local guide that have, you know,
who've been omitted?
Yeah, I mean,
I think, for my time in the local branch, there were always talk of people being left out. It's a funny old situation, though, isn't it? I mean, if you think of some places get put in it, and which it was sometimes a bit of a surprise, but then it's like so my mate's bottle shop near me, Triangle. They don't serve any cask ale, but they sell a lot of beer that is probably bottle conditioned.
Yeah,
and as a range goes, it's the best in the area by a long shot.
Of course.
So I mean, the draft is all keg, but yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, everybody else tries to force camera into like the kind of like square peg into the round hole, and camera is about cask ale, and just let them fucking get on with it. Really,
I mean, it doesn't bother me either way, but what it just kind of to me makes me laugh when they want to be more inclusive and this and that. It's like, well, be inclusive in your book as well. Don't just be inclusive at your festivals.
But this is the weird thing, and it's about cask ale. I mean, this is my fucking bugbear camera.
I'm fine with it though.
Yeah, I love cask.
I like good cask ale. Don't get me wrong. If it's kept well, I mean, I'm more of a seasonal cask ale drinker than, when it gets a bit colder, because it's held at slightly higher temperature, obviously, than keg, which we all know. And when we get into the winter months, I love a pint of like stout or something, or in the early spring mild or something like that. If it's kept well and it's well conditioned, awesome, love it. I'm all for it.
Well, in London recently, we went to Pembury Tavern and drank exclusively cask. And their best bitter was fantastic, and they had this thing on. Look, stupid them. They had a poster behind the bar saying, "Sign up to our mailing list and you get a free pint." So I got a free pint of their porter. So porter is a wonderful beer anyway. Awesome, and their bitter was a cracker as well. Yeah. So
the styles. I mean, they're not styles I don't drink often, but when I do go back to, so recently I've gone back to like, okay, I'll save some money. I'll buy 4 cans of this. Some of them are like, wow, my taste buds have been missing this sort of stuff. It's just like I've been really enjoying it, mixing it up a bit, and now drinking some juice and just keep going. But anyway,
cool. Well, let's wrap this up because it looks like Jake's in a certain amount of pain due to his amount of tiredness and drunkenness.
Sorry about the waffle, but
do you know when like you're so tired it looks uncomfortable?
Yeah,
I think he's getting.
I'm like this.
So let's put stick a pin in this. But yeah, big thanks to everybody who's tuned in tonight, because we've had a really kind of like good viewership tonight, and really, really great. Loads of interaction, and this is what really kind of like makes these things work, I think, to be honest. So big thanks to everybody who's interacted and left us comments. I really appreciate that, and obviously, big thanks to Craig. He's down there. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for not drinking a shitload of beer this afternoon and getting hysterical hiccups. And Jake, always a pleasure, my friend. And I'll see you both in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see you lot maybe a week or two after the fact.
Yeah.
And
we might try and do a live thing. We might be able to wangle a live thing.
We'll see what the reception is like. We've had sorts of like promises about Wi-Fi reception recently. At the festival.
Really? Might be some ill-considered live footage from down in the basement.
Yeah.
See, Jake's reviewed recorded down here, but Craig's never recorded down here.
Yeah, I have never released it because it is just too cringy.
Were you too pissed?
Yeah, I'll release it one day. I've got all this stuff. I've got a lot of stuff from everybody.
Did you have
never? You know the one we were talking about. You never.
Did you have
Brick
hiccup?
Lane,
Yeah,
Yeah.
hiccup. I'm sure of it.
That's always the problem. But yeah, so it's been fun. Have a good weekend, everybody. Cheerio.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Venus.